Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Ben-Adir Critique. I'm Pascal, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest biopic on the very talented superstar Bob Marley, which is called Bob Marley, One Love. It stars Kingsley, Ben-Adir, Lashana, Lynch, James Norton, and many more people. Bob Marley, One Love follows the reggae superstar's life in Jamaica amid widespread political upheaval. While planning this big concert in hopes to calm the nation and bring about healing, and while he's recording a brand new album, armed intruders break into his home and begin shooting everybody inside. Bob Marley is hurt along with his wife, Rita, who is played by Lashana Lynch. The violence being brought to his front door leads Marley to make the decision to make Rita and their kids go live in the United States while he travels to London to perform and to continue to make new music. Throughout all this, we get snippets of his greatest hits and how his tumultuous childhood and life lessons brought him to this moment. Of course, the movie does acknowledge Marley's cancer diagnosis, which took his life way too young at the age of 36. Did I essentially just spoil the entire movie for you? Yes, I did. Because there is honestly nothing here to spoil. Like many biopics that came before it, it's a pretty safe paint-by-numbers movie about a man who is larger than life. I do know that Bob Marley's real family was heavily involved in the making of this movie, so of course we were always going to get a pretty sanitized version of Bob Marley and only being told what they want what they want the world to know about this man. The entire movie really is just riddled with details that the public already knows, or that you could easily find out if you just Google Bob Marley and his biography. Therefore, it only leaves you remembering Bob Marley the artist, not the person. I mean, people broke into his home and shot him, and it almost killed him and his wife. Surely he has strong thoughts about that and the political violence in his home state, but that is barely covered in the film. One quick scene portrays his PTSD from getting shot, but everything of that incident is pushed to the back of the film. Instead, we're treated to the cannabis-loving, insanely laid-back, and soulful persona that we've been introduced to. The depth is simply not there. And nearly all biopics that I've seen struggle with this very thing. It seems just to be really hard or impossible for them, or to humanize their subjects, or maybe there's a need to not want to humanize them. I don't know. I actually really enjoy the fact that One Love attempted to stay in a brief period of Marley's life. It's pretty much about like the last few years of his life. So many biopics decide to trace a famous person's entire life from birth to present time or to death, and it always feels like a marathon race to cover all these big moments without adding new human parts. This also could have been like a quieter, more pensive movie about Bob Marley, the person, during this really difficult time in his life. But the movie still aims to just dramatize what we already know. And that's really such a shame because, again, I think Bob Marley actually deserves a little better of that. Bob Marley actually passed away from melanoma in 1976, which is way before I was born. Yet I still know plenty of his music. I can, sing whole lyrics, and I know a little bit about his lore. This man was sincerely a talented superstar. Again, the fact that movie trailers and commercials constantly use his music just shows how well he was able to capture a universal feeling and mood that people can still relate to and love decades later. That is impact. And it would be great if the movie tried to understand, or at least portray, what exactly made him special. Why did he blow up in this way? Was it his voice? Was it the lyrics? Was it his melody? Was it his personality? Why did he resonate so much with the people of Jamaica and then across the globe? What was that? And I don't think this movie really figured that out or answered it. But let's talk about what did work in this film, and that is Kingsley Ben-Adir and Lashana Lynch. Kingsley looks so much like Bob Marley. It's kind of wild. Like this was supposed to happen for him. I truly believed the accent work, and he really embodied the physicality of Bob Marley when performing, and he really had a handle on his subdued effortlessness and coolness. His scenes with Lashana also really popped on screen as well. They have a really complicated relationship. There's clearly a lot of love there, but also a lot of hurt. You know, they both have relationships and babies outside of their marriage, but there's still like a lot of respect there. Unfortunately, the performances were really the only things that work. Kingsley and Lashana should be big stars, but they're not really just yet, and I think maybe that also hurt the film because there wasn't a super big name attached to this movie. But they're great, and I'll see anything that those two are in. But unfortunately, because of that, I do not recommend this movie. I don't think you should pay to go see it. If you're wanting to learn more about Bob Marley, you might just be better off reading like an obituary or listening to his great music, and puts you in a place that shows you exactly why he was such a talented man. And that is the Ben-Adir critique. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.